Hello, everybody. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome in to my beautiful divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome in to anybody that feels guided or aligned to come on in and check out my videos. I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm just going to get right into it. I felt guided this morning to connect with nature, to connect with the sacred forest and the healing spirits. Green is what I'm feeling. I got my nails done. Like green is the energy, this very healing, therapeutic energy I'm feeling. And we'll follow that up with the psychic tarot. So I did do a pre-shuffle. I haven't looked at the cards though yet. So I'm going to start with the Sacred Forest and see what the messages are. So the first card out is Fire Spirit Energy. The second card out is Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. I haven't seen this card before. That is a new card for me. And the next card out is Meandering Pathway Flow. And the next card out is Spirit Guardian of Autumn, Letting Go. And there was a couple more cards, and I wasn't sure if I was going to take them or not, but I'm, do I want to take these two cards or not? I don't know. You know what? Screw it. We're going to take them. Willow Spirit Flexibility is one of these sort of extra side cards that I felt like I needed to put to the side. And then Standing Stones Passage. This card we've definitely had many times. So what I'm kind of picking up on from this is somebody that has found their power, somebody that has kind of is stepping into their full spirit, their full power. They're acknowledging who they are. It's almost like you've gone on this journey of like proper self-discovery. And in this time of refuge, in this time of isolation, you've really had to go deep. You've really had to like go within. I mean, look at this woman, like how meditative she is, eyes closed. And this doesn't need to be gender. This card is just depicting a woman, but like she's very in touch with herself. You can see how connected she is to herself, how connected she is to spirit. She's really found her flow. Thank you, Spirit. And flow was one of the cards that we did get. And I feel like you're learning to be more flexible. I think the flexibility card has come out because you're not being so rigid anymore in your ways. You're not holding on tightly to things that you recognize are not for you anymore. Whereas maybe in the past you would have held on so tightly to something because you wanted it to be yours so badly. But now you're just like, you are truly in the flow state. And the flow state means like you're not resisting things anymore. You're allowing what needs to come in, and you're trusting what needs to let go, and you're letting go of it. And it's not always easy. Letting go of things sometimes isn't always an easy thing, but you're learning what's best for you. You're learning what's right for you. And you are really standing in your power right now. And there is a lot of feminine energy in these cards. There's really only one with a wizard in it, a masculine energy, but there is a lot of divine feminine energy in this reading right now. And because you are choosing to acknowledge your power and acknowledge who you are at a soul level, or even like a remembering almost of like past lives where you've been like this really powerful person, you're remembering that. And that power is almost waking up within you right now. But because you've been making this choice to stand in your power, to see who you are, to see yourself as the truth of who you are, and you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, things that are not aligned with you anymore, you're choosing to be more flexible. You're choosing to be in the flow. it's actually opening up new pathways for you. That this passage card feels like, oh my God, what's that show? Oh my God, the Scotland show, Outlander, where she like goes to the rocks and like time travels. Like this feels like that. Like, like timelines are shifting for you. That's what this feels like. Every time I see this card, I think of that show Outlander, because it feels that way. Like she's going out into the forest by the stones where she could time travel. And that's what this feels like. Like you are shifting time, you are shifting timelines because you've just surrendered. You've surrendered to what is supposed to be yours and you're not fighting it anymore. All right, let's get into the healing spirits. So the first card out is You Came to Serve, card number 23. And then the next card, Universal Love is True Love. So love all. Yeah. You're in your you're in your love state, your unconditional love state, where you're more accepting of others, and it's because you've accepted you, because you've chose to accept yourself, and you've chosen to acknowledge that you are here in some sort of form of service. We all are. We all come here to serve one another and serve God and, serve ourselves. But you're recognizing that you came here to be of service to the world in some way. And maybe that's part of what you're waking up to, the gifts that you're waking up to, the power that you're waking up to is something to do with being of service, being a healer in the world. And the last card out is Speak Your Truth with Passion. So maybe this is, you have something to share with the world, a gift, a story, something powerful that you're starting to realize needs to be shared with the world. And you'll know what that is, but it's very like maybe most of your life, your throat chakra has been blocked. You've never really been able to speak up for yourself. You've avoided conflict. You've never been able to speak your truth before in the past, but with this shift, with the work that you've been doing and that you continue to do, and as you're seeing who you are and the power of who you are, and your divine feminine energy is waking up within you, you can be a man. You have divine feminine energy within you. I have divine masculine energy within me. It's not gender related. So as your divine feminine energy has been waking up within you, which is a very powerful, fiery energy, and it's no surprise, we are in the year of the fire horse, and this fire spirit card keeps coming out. And I feel this is a divine, feminine, fiery energy. And I am a Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. So maybe for some of you, you're a fire sign. As just a little extra confirmation. I don't typically like to throw signs out there because I just think it shuts down. Like soon as someone doesn't hear their sign, they shut down from the message. So I don't really like to throw signs out there in terms of like your astrological signs. But in this case, I felt like it was important to mention. So yeah, I feel like part of your purpose is like writing a book, starting a YouTube channel like this, some sort of public speaking, which is so crazy because I believe you're someone that hates public speaking. Like you cannot stand being up in the front of a room and speaking to others. It terrifies you, but this is where you're being guided, which is so funny. And I get it. I can relate to it too. I hate public speaking. I hate standing up in front of a room and all eyes are on me. I can do this all day long. Filming, no problem. I'm alone right now in my house doing this. Nobody's really watching me. It's later. So it's weird. Like I'm happy to do this. I don't get nervous doing this. But if I had an audience sitting in front of me right now, I would probably be like heart palpitating, not being able to think straight, you know? So I feel like this throat chakra is like super important here, that it's your mission, your purpose is about speaking some sort of truth, maybe even channeling messages that you're speaking out. But it's some message, you're using your voice in some way that is part of your purpose. So I'm not going to do a long one today. I think this is going to be a record for me in terms of shortness, but I do have to continue getting ready and I need to leave for work in about 20 minutes. So I'm not going to make this a long one today, but I did want to at least get something done today and film so that you had something to watch tomorrow. Because I know I was a little light this weekend with the readings because I just had a busy weekend again. And anyways, let's get into it. Spirit, what can you show me out of this tarot deck for additional messages for this collective in terms of where their path is leading them from the work that they have been doing? Okay. So the first card out is Truth, Justice. This is, I think, you know what? I'm getting, maybe I want to look. I can't remember if this is Justice or Judgment. So I'm going to look. Judgment. Sorry, I apologize. Judgment. So Judgment is like, in the traditional tarot, it's the people coming out of the coffins. Like you've awoken. I feel like this is confirming you have risen, you have woken up out of your slumber, out of the illusions, out of anything that was holding you back before. It's like you've risen up in truth and it's funny that the card says truth. You have risen up into the truth of who you are, what power you hold, what your purpose is. Like it's all starting to make sense to you and you're believing it now. There's no doubting anymore. It's like you're more certain now that these things are real, that this is truth, that this is not hope, just you hoping and wishing for something. You're really starting to wake up and recognize that this is real. This is a real thing happening. Yeah, funny. Okay, so Love Begins was the next card, and of course, a rainbow. And Trapped in Fear and Disruption, which is the Tower. So this is the mental energy I think you were in, just trapped in fear, not being able to speak up, not being able to speak your truth, afraid of conflict, afraid of hurting others. This was your tower moment of like, no, I'm done with that. I'm not going to put other people's feelings in front of my own anymore. And maybe there was a whole slew of events that happened that forced you into that, that made you wake up and go, what the hell? Why am I putting so many other people's feelings before my own? Why am I putting myself last in terms of feelings? And why am I sitting up all night replaying these conversations in my mind because I wasn't able to stick up for myself in the moment? So then I'm keeping myself up night after night, replaying what I should have said, what I could have said, but not doing it in the moment and then regretting it and then resenting that person because you couldn't speak up. Like it's a awful chain reaction. But like you've woken up to that and you're starting to realize it makes more sense for you to just speak your truth in the moment. Yes, there might be conflict, but you're going to avoid all those restless nights. You're going to avoid replaying all these conversations. You're learning to say it in the moment, to speak up in the moment and speak your truth. And it's because you found self-love. It's because you've really, again, woken up to who you are, who you're, like the power you carry within. You're really starting to acknowledge and recognize that. And you're creating a lot of love within. Your heart is like overflowing now with your own love. Not because somebody else is giving it to you, not because somebody else is validating you. You're validating yourself. You're choosing yourself. And it's funny because my Instagram, actually, I've been posting them here too. The card of the day today in the short that I posted today was choosing yourself. So how funny that this reading is very much saying you've done that. Whoever's going to be coming in and watching this, you have chosen yourself. You have learned to choose yourself. And maybe like me, you had a lot of painful experiences in the last year in 2025 that forced you into that. So the next cards out are partnership and alliances and patience and planning. Yeah, I feel like you have been patient. You know, you have truly been patient in this process. You haven't had a choice but to be patient, actually. But things are going to be moving forward, and you are going to be creating new partnerships and new alliances with people that are going to help you on your path. Interesting. I didn't even see these 3 cards that have come out, but I'm going to take them because guess what? Patience is another card, temperance, balanced, spiritual, you know, trusting and trusting that the seeds you planted are growing, not doubting anymore, being totally balanced and patient. And then throat chakra. Oh my God, that's crazy. Throat chakra again. That's nuts. Oh my God. You are definitely meant to use your voice in some way. And maybe it started with you just speaking up and saying how you really felt despite what it was going to do to somebody else, because you knew it was important to speak your truth. And the final card is prosperity begins. Because you've done this, because you've overcome this, you're bringing in beautiful things. And again, I'm feeling that getting paid to exist feeling, where you're going to be doing something you absolutely love and have so much passion for, and you're going to be getting paid to do it. And that's where these partnerships and alliances and the prosperity, people of the right people are going to come into your life to make this possible for you. That's crazy that the throat chakra, like throat chakra and like speaking your truth, like I can't even believe that these 2 came out. So there is definitely something where you are going to be using your voice, where you couldn't in the past, you will now. You're going to be very strong about it, and who knows, maybe you're going to teach other people how to overcome the fear of speaking up and helping them heal their throat chakras so that they can speak their truth. Like, there's so many possibilities here, but I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah!